place.
Thank you. And I'd just like to encourage anybody, anyone at all, if you're here and you've got something to say, feel free to come up and say it, because this is why you're here today. Every voice matters.
I'm back. I've got more speakers. They're all coming on.
My name's also Caitlin. I think it's in a couple of other Caitlins. Not so far. Not in it, I want to draw on something my white friend over here with the red hair said in her statement about she doesn't want to bring children up in this world as it is now. Now, I'm a white woman and I I spoke to Glenda Personal yesterday and I was really reluctant to come up and speak today, and I can see already from my white brothers and sisters how important it is that we do all come together, because we do all have a voice and it's very important to be heard. I do think that we take up too much of black space in times like these and we don't use that space appropriately. What I'd like to say about bringing children up in this world is I'm a white woman, I'm a mother to a 2-year-old boy, and I'm a stepmother to a 7-year-old boy. And what I can tell you about being a white mother in this world today is that I've never once been worried about the safety of bringing up my kids, and as they get older walking these streets because of the colour of their skin. And I don't understand I can't sit by and allow my black sisters, mothers, who fear for their children's lives when they walk to school, who fear for their black husbands to go for a run in their own neighbourhood. I've seen a lot on social media over the last few days, and as Gemma said, I've deleted a lot of people. But what I can tell you is, I've also deleted a lot of people in real life as well, because that's where it matters. I was brought up just down the M55 in a little town called Thornton Cleveley. Majority white. I think there was 2 black kids in my school, a couple of Asian kids, Indian I think, and you know, we all listened to rap music and grime was starting to come up in the pirate days, and it was trendy to use racial slurs, and how ignorant we all were. Over the last few days I've seen a lot of labels for us white folk, rightfully so. You know, I can't even think off the top of my head now, but the terms used for people who have said nothing all this time, the years and years and years that this has gone by and nobody's said anything. You know, the amount of black people we've lost to police custody and police brutality in this country. Mark Duggan, the list goes on. But it's never too late to change, and it's never too late to fight for what's right for all of us. So to all my white friends here, and I can see a lot of you in the crowd, put your money where your mouth is, because money is what counts in this world. Stop asking on social media and in real life your black counterparts for the answers. Do the research. Find local black business and support it. Stop spending money on brands that give zero representation to all shades of black for our black children in our communities. H&M, Nike, we can see you all wearing them myself. Trust me, my money will go where my mouth is. You need to do your research. Speak to your white friends
And as for racism in your own homes, I've said it. Social media is one thing, real life is another. 2 years ago, my partner's somewhere around here. He's white. I've got 2 white kids over there. 2 years ago, I made a decision. I'm 27, and 2 years ago, I made a decision that I'd argued enough. And my white family, racist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, had no part in my children's lives. And they're going to grow up knowing about them. I'm not going to silence my past. They're going to know that they do have other grandparents and they do have great grandparents and aunties and uncles and cousins. But Mummy and Daddy decided enough is enough. We are doing our goddamn best to socialise them in a way that brings them up in a world that believes that everyone deserves to be free and doesn't deserve judgment or persecution for the colour of their skin. They get less Christmas presents. But that's the real cost, that's the only cost to my children's lives. They lose nothing. They are loved by people that love everyone for their differences, for their beauty in that. And they're not colourblind. They can see their peers at school. They know that we're different. They see brown faces and black faces and hijabis and the list goes on. But those differences are what make us unique and are what bring us together. I just want to thank Glenda for welcoming me and my family with open arms, and I'd just like to reiterate that Waitrose have donated bottled water and fresh fruit if anyone wants to bring their energy levels up throughout all of this. Please dispose of the bottles appropriately. There's also alcohol hand gel. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. We've got a lot of speakers tonight. Today, should I say. We've got speakers.
Hi, I'm Lizzie. I am an 18-year-old acting student at Preston's College. Now, I'm here today because I believe this shouldn't be a controversial thing. This is something we need to talk about and we need to shout about in order to get real change from everyone. I am not going to understand it. I will never understand what it's like to be discriminated, harassed, bullied, or even murdered. But that shouldn't even happen when people of colour step out of their houses. We are all one. We are all people. So why aren't they treated the same as us? We want real change, and that is why we are all here today. This doesn't need to stop now. We need to continue this on, even when it's over. And it'll never be over until we say it is.
Hi everyone, I'm Holly and I'm 17. Didn't plan on speaking here today like my best friend, and Caitlin moved us. We go to the same college, and our college is an arts college, and we support the industry and all the dynamic people, the differences there, because it's important that we see these on our screens. In high school, I wasn't taught about the black authors, and we saw videos and they weren't black people. This is what this is about. I have white privilege, and I come from a home that doesn't really support this. I came here today with my best friend because my family didn't see this. And for the young people here today, I know it's difficult to speak out because some people don't recognise this change, and I admit that I didn't recognise it straight away. I understand that, and I apologise for that. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. And I want to because that's what matters now. I stand here as a woman, and you can ask any young woman the youngest age that she was sexualised or seen as a piece of meat, and it will be younger than you think. Now ask a black person the age that they were taught about racism. Young American black children having to understand at the ages of 6 or 8 how to talk to the police and show that they are unarmed. How is that fair? This is why I'm privileged here, and I will stand here and I will amplify black voices. You have people make this change matter, because it matters.
Thank you. You stay in touch. You stay in touch. Thank you. Give a round of applause.
Hi, I'm Paulina, and I know I'm white, and I know I have white privilege, and I have never been racially discriminated against, and I know that. But does that mean I shouldn't be educated about it by my white family? And that we shouldn't be taught about it? No, because in the end, we're all equal. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how famous you are, or how poor you are, we're all equal. And we should all be taught that your skin color doesn't determine how you should be treated in society. Because in the end, as I said before, we're all equal. And in every country, people have to deal with racism, and I traveled to many countries, and I, as a white person, have never had to find out how bad the racism was in a different country. And these young people have to learn about it. It shouldn't be this way. And I want everyone to know that your hurt is heard, and we hear your voices, because you matter. Black Lives Matter today, tomorrow, and every day and forever.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've not really got much to say, but I think seeing the crowd here today has warmed my heart so much. Since the beginning of all of this starting at the end of last week, it has been so disheartening when I've spoken my mind and I've tried to have some sort of pride in the color of my own skin. People trying to say, this is not your argument, this is not your protest. Well, in fact, it is my protest, because a person who looked exactly like me was killed in cold blood. And if nothing was recorded, nothing would have been done about it. So I stand here today speaking for the people who've been silenced. I'm speaking for the people who have been killed before they had the opportunity to defend themselves. I'm speaking for the people who've been told, well, you're too opinionated, you're too sensitive, you shouldn't have an opinion on that. Why aren't you just happy that you're in the UK? It's not as if you're getting killed here. Well, that's not the case. You are getting killed here. And for the people who say all lives matter, where was your energy when immigrants are being taken out of the country, being told to go back to their own country?
You gotta keep sharing. Keep sharing it.
Where was your protest?
Get this passed
Where
on.
was your protest?
It's gonna go over to the pond.
Muslim women
Over the pond.
have been called letterboxes. Where was your energy then? When is your energy when you're calling people on benefits scroungers and dirty, and they're not supposed to be in this country either because they can't work? Where was your energy then? Because we're all talking about all lives matter now. Stop trying to cover your racism by some thought that all lives matter, because if all lives matter, you'd be protesting here because police brutality, yes, it's not just a black crime. So for you to try and cover up all lives matter by saying, oh, well, white people get killed by the police too, that's a big problem. That's called police brutality. We should all be standing and having an issue with that. A lot of people won't know what it's like for me, someone like me growing up, literally being followed home from school by police cars, trailing behind me. Some people will never know being followed in shops because of my color. Some people, I've been told so many times, you're a monkey, go back to your own country. Why? I've been told, you speak so well. What does that mean? Where are you from? Oh yeah, I'm from the UK. Where are you really from? What does that mean? I speak the way I speak. That's the end of it. I should never have to justify the reason why I'm alive to anyone else. It's not my responsibility to educate anybody. There's something called Google. You go and look it up. You look up things that will better people's lives around you. This is not just my fight. And it's really warmed my heart to see people all over the world taking stances, because there's been so many times where things like this have just been overlooked, swept under the rug, as if it doesn't matter. But I'll tell you something, my life matters. My godson's life matters. My brother's lives matter. My parents' lives matter. My sister's lives matter. And the people who have been killed for no reason other than the color of their color, the reason for their skin, Their lives matter too. As much as the police, as much as people who are just blatantly racist don't want you to believe that, everybody has a right to be in this country, and you can never be the executioner and the juror of anybody else's life. You have no right to take anybody else's life because of your own personal opinions. And the most important thing is, at the end of the day, when all of this is over and when the Instagram videos and the challenges start becoming a thing again, we have to keep the same energy. We can't take our foot off the pedal, because at the end of the day, this is not just a trend. These are people's lives. These are my lives. This is where I want to live. This is where I want to bring my children up, and I will be damned if this is the kind of energy that my children will be brought into our world. I will do whatever I can to stand up for people who cannot be spoken for, children who have been killed, children who have been slaughtered, people who have been slaughtered. And nobody has said anything about it. Why? Because of the color of their skin. Schools, trusts, overlooked, swept under the rug. For what? Okay, I'm black and I'm proud, so what happens now? At the end of the day, this is not just my fight. It's not just your fight. It's the whole world's fight. Because if we don't speak on it now, it will just continually be perpetuated. Constantly. Education is key. It's not just coming to a protest now. You take this home with you. You challenge people who have said things that are not right. You don't just say, oh, it's okay because I didn't know what to say in that moment. No, you stand up for what's right. Because at the end of the day, if you don't check people, they'll never know that their actions are wrong. The amount of people I've had to block, the amount of people I've had to remove from my friend list. Me, as a black woman, it's absolutely disgraceful. I should not have to feel like I have to defend the reason why I'm alive. So, at the end of the day, I'm rambling on a bit, but education is key. If you want to do something, donate. If you want to do something, sign petitions. If you want to do something, spread awareness. Keep the light on this issue. Because there are people around the world who want to snuff these lights out. They want things to be how it is because they've benefited from racism for so long. They don't want to change. They don't want anything to be different. But it will be different because each and every one of us here are the proof that things will be different. Because we stand here and we make a change. That's the most important thing. So again, thank you everyone for coming out.
Thank you. Wow. I am lost for words. Everyone that spoke today has been absolutely brilliant. But I think even us as the organisers, this last 15 minutes, I think I've been in tears about 6 times. I've had to just go and hide in a corner over there somewhere and get myself together. It is emotional. And it is. It's people's lives. So people's lives are emotional. This lady just spoke then, and I think she must have spoke for the whole of the black and mixed race people, of all the people in the UK. It is every day. Even sometimes you don't click onto it straight away, but when you get home and you think, hang on, that person said that, damn, I didn't even pick up on it. Because that's how discreet the racism can be in this country. But it is there and it is every day. And it's an issue that needs addressing every single day by every single person. I just want to say we're going to take a short 10-minute break now, because obviously, as I said, it is emotional. There's a lot of emotion back here, and I know there is some out there. As the lady said before, Great Roses donated water, that every single person is welcome to come and get bottles of water. We've got fruit in case you want to build back up your energy, and we've got hand sanitizer and masks if anyone is in need of a mask. Take this 10 minutes to just reflect, build yourselves back up, and we will be back. But you still can get a chance to speak. As soon as we come back, if you speak to someone back here, everyone that's here, everyone, even if we have to stay until 10 o'clock at night, everyone will get a chance to speak.